It began with a boy who wanted to be seen, not in his town, not in his home, but in the world. He was just another teenager in a quiet neighborhood. But late at night, while others slept, he stared at a glowing screen, building something nobody else could see. The first soldier wasn't real, just a photograph stitched together from scraps of the internet. A name, a face, a uniform, an illusion. 1 became 10. 10 became 100. And soon, he was commanding an army that existed only online. His bedroom had become a barracks. And he, just a boy, its commander. He gave himself a name. Commander Varga. At first, no one noticed. But then, the headlines came. An online army growing in the shadows. And his army spread across continents, invisible yet formidable. So he staged an operation, a fake attack, and the world believed it. An illusion so real it sparked fear and fascination. Until the letters arrived. Mothers searching for sons who never existed. They were begging ghosts to come home. And then one morning, a black car appeared. He was no longer just a boy with a laptop. In a forgotten room beneath his family's home, he began sketching armies that did not exist. On paper, he built battalions, divisions, even nations, inventing flags, ranks, and orders that would never march. It was the act of a boy who wanted control over chaos. Soon, he wasn't just drawing soldiers. He was commanding them. Tiny paper men lined his desk, row after row, until they filled every surface. In his mind, they became real. An army he could order, an empire he could control. At night, he carried his visions outside. Wooden cutouts planted in fields, dummies propped with sticks, silhouettes that fooled anyone who looked from afar. To a stranger's eye, it was an army gathered under moonlight. But up close, it was nothing more than scraps of wood and imagination. And there, in the silence of the night, he would crouch in the grass and watch his phantom army stand tall, believing for a moment that he was not alone, that his soldiers were waiting for his command. Soon, the deception grew larger. Entire camps appeared overnight. Rows of tents, campfires that smoked without heat, shadows moving on painted canvas. Villagers whispered of a force too large to confront, a presence swelling in their midst. Yet, behind the illusion was still just one boy. Restless, fragile, and driven by a need to be seen. He sat at his table of maps, drawing lines no one else would follow, convinced his world of smoke and shadows was strong enough to withstand the truth. And truth did come, creeping in whispers among villagers who saw the camps, who swore armies were amassing in the hills. Fear began to spread faster than facts, and the illusion grew teeth. For the boy, it was intoxicating. His world, once so small, had expanded into legend. To him, those faceless soldiers were more than lies. They were proof that even one forgotten child could command the gaze of thousands. But illusions can't stand forever. Storms came, tearing through the valley, toppling soldiers made of sticks and cloth. What had once seemed alive was now revealed for what it was. Fragile, hollow, and destined to vanish. The boy stood among the wreckage of his grand illusion, holding fragments of soldiers who had never breathed, never marched, never truly existed. And yet, to him, they had mattered. Years later, all that remained were his journals. Pages of orders never given, battles never fought, lives never lived. To the world, it was madness. But to him, it was the purest expression of possibility. The boy who built the world's largest fake army left behind no victories, no monuments, no graves. Only the haunting reminder that sometimes the strongest armies we command are the ones we imagine. Armies that protect us not from others, but from the unbearable weight of being alone.